Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode from notanalog.com. I've looked at a few Sony cameras recently. One is the RX100, which I quite enjoyed. It was a very good travel camera. What I'm looking at now for you is the RX100. Now it is a compact camera as well, however it doesn't have the 20 times zoom that the 20V has. It's got some other great features though. Now, to sort of give you a bit of a look around the device, when I turn it, when it's off, it's actually a very small product. When you compare it to those ILC cameras with interchangeable lenses like the NEX F3 that I reviewed recently, it's quite a larger body, and you've got the big lens attached. This one really retracts the whole thing, so makes it quite thin. It does, however, have a little adjustment ring on it as well, similar, which sort of makes you feel like you're using an SLR again. Now that ring can be programmed to do a whole bunch of different things depending on the function that it is in, and it actually is a very useful feature on the camera. It gives you another area to adjust features. On the back you've also got areas where you can, with a wheel which can click as well, and it allows you to do even more options. You've also got a function button which can be programmed to do a whole bunch of different things, again provided on the different modes. There is a lot of customizations on this camera that make you realize that this is more than just your simple compact camera. Some of the other things as well is on the 3-inch LCD, the pictures actually look very good. When you are capturing an image, you're really getting a great idea of what you're capturing and how it's going to look when you actually bring it on your computer. You can shoot in RAW format on this camera, which again makes you think that you're using a higher end, sort of an SLR camera almost. And it does, so you can shoot RAW and JPEG at the same time as well. Really handy thing. One thing to note, however, on the RAW images, excuse me, is that when I actually imported the pictures into Photoshop CS6, the camera images weren't supported on RAW, so I couldn't actually do some of the really cool things that you can with RAW images, so I just had to work with the JPEG version. Obviously there will be an update, and I'm sure it will come, and probably by the time this review is seen a few months later, it'll already be there. But as of today it wasn't. So plenty of different modes. You can make this camera feel as simple or you can get as creative as you like with it as well. So if I gave this to somebody who just wanted a simple point and click camera, they would have no problems using it. Put it into intelligent auto, the camera does all the thinking for you. You just point and click and it feels like a simple point and shoot camera. Put it into different modes like aperture priority, shutter priority modes, or in full manual mode, and you can really get creative with this device. There are so many different scenes that you can use, so many different customizations on focus and things like that. It's told me one thing. It's told me that you don't need to be spending money on low-end ILC cameras anymore because it makes you feel like you're using an SLR. Get something like this which fits in your pocket without having to bolt on a lens, and you've got a really good shooter. I mean, it's a really good camera for that. Now, some of the things I'll mention as well is you've got the on the bottom, you do have the tripod mount, which is fantastic. I used it quite a bit when I was using it for video. But the HDMI connection is actually right underneath it, so if you are using it in a tripod and you're trying to use a live HDMI out, that's not going to be possible in this current configuration. Underneath the battery door, you've got the card slot and the battery. I haven't had to remove the battery, obviously. When you charge it, you just charge it through USB, which is fantastic. You don't need to worry about carrying a spare charger, just carry the cable and pop it in and you're away, getting the camera charged up. Plenty of battery life on this. I've only charged it a couple of times, and that was really from heavy usage, mainly video as well. Now the flash as well, you will see, does pop up in an awesome little way, and then you click it back down. It's so quick to get that flash going. One of the other great things when you do bring the flash up is you can actually angle the flash. So if you want to bounce your light off something, you just have to pull it back or whatever you need to do, or even just cover it a little bit. You can get quite creative with what you can do with light there as well. So there is so much to talk about this camera. Hopefully you're seeing rolling images on the screen as well. Now, to sort of wrap up, the video on this is very good. I found the video quality to be better than the HX20V. That was one of the things I really didn't like about it. Obviously you do sacrifice some zoom. Now it only does 3.6 times optical zoom, I believe, and that is a little bit low, but honestly when you're shooting at 20 megapixels, you're not going to notice it too much because you can always crop the image if you need to. Now, even still, when I have cropped images, detail is incredible. On pictures which I have taken and then cut down in a big way, I've still got a beautiful image which I'm able to use for whatever I need. I really recommend that if you are traveling or if you're looking for a decent point and shoot camera, take a good look at this one. Forget the low-end ILC cameras. There is no point in investing money just because, look, you can change lenses. There is no need. This camera can do all of that. Obviously there are higher end ILC cameras, like some of the Olympus ones, for example. Yeah, they're different, but you're also paying a very different price. This is a fantastic camera for almost everything else except for extremely serious photographers. If you're looking to get into photography, you want to get creative, you must be checking this out. You just must. This isn't an ad, although it feels like it. This isn't an ad, it's just my honest opinion. I'm a huge fan of the RX100, and if you just do a few Google searches, you'll see I'm not alone in that as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you do have any questions, please let me know. I will have to send this back. I'm sorry that I'm filming on such a crappy camera now. The one I'm using is so poor compared to what I've been using this for video as well. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.